This video is about to be real. Let's get into it. Alright, so what's going on YouTube? It's your boy D.Ford here. Today, I was at the house relaxing just after a long week with work and the holidays and doing what I do, you know, observing other YouTubers, watching other YouTubers, you know, watching their content that they create, seeing what's making their channel what it is. And, you know, I've been seeing that a lot of slack has been going towards Tall Guy car reviews. I'm sure a lot of you guys know him. I'm sure a lot of you guys seen his video, seen his channel, seen how he has grown to what he is today. And I applaud him. It's been great to watch him grow to what that channel is today and how he's done it. One thing that I do, and I've talked about in my past videos on if you want to be a YouTuber, is, you know, observe other YouTubers. One thing I like to do is I like to go to YouTubers' channels and watch their first video and then kind of watch how they progress and watch how their videos go. And, you know, he was one of the channels that I watched. Now, I'm seeing that he's getting a lot of slack for, you know, talking about the G Squad and pay this and do that, real G Squad and all that stuff. You know, for me, that's not my cup of tea. You know, I do like, you know, that he has a name for his subscribers, the G Squad. That's cool. You know, Stradman, I think he has one. Vehicle Versions has one. You know, SRT Mush has one. SRT Gang. So I think that is cool that you can do that. Now, you know, like I said, he's getting a lot of slack because he, you know, when he does his channels or he does his videos, he talks about, you know, if you are a real G Squad member, you know, you watch all my ads and you watch this, you watch that. Me personally, and you can ask the Black Scat Pack, he and I, we've had, you know, long talks about this kind of stuff. That's not me. You know, I'm not going to say, you know, hey, you need to watch my ads in order to, you know, be a real fan. But don't take that as me hating on him. I'm not knocking his hustle. And yes, it is a hustle. A lot of people say that it's not a hustle. It is a hustle. Whatever you have to do to make money, that is your hustle. Whether it's clean money, whether it's dirty money, whatever it is, that's your hustle. Now, for me personally, that's not me. I'm not going to say, I want you to watch all my ads. Would it be nice if you did? Yeah, because that is money into my pocket. I was watching some videos where people say, you know, I don't do YouTube for money. But then when I'm watching your videos, you have ads all over your video. So you do YouTube for money. And there's nothing wrong with that. There really isn't. Because YouTube, I tell people all the time, it's like a full-time job. You have to create content, think of content, edit the content, upload the content. And that's where a lot of YouTubers stop. They stop at the uploading. And then they repeat the cycle. Where other YouTubers, including myself, we continue. We interact with our subscribers. We respond to our subscribers. You know, a lot of people out there that's big channels don't do that. You know, they'll put a heart. You know, they'll favorite the comment and that's it. Again, I'm not knocking your hustle because me, I'm not up there. You know, I got like 5,500 subscribers. I don't know what it's like to have 10, 20, 30, 50, 100,000 subscribers. I really don't. And I only talk about the, you know, responding to your subscribers or comments in general, whether it's on whatever social media platform, is because, you know, there's been times where I've reached out to other channels and either A, I don't get a response, or B, you know, I get some, you know, half-assed response, or the vibe that I get is I'm too big, you're a small channel, let's keep it pushing. Something similar happened to that when, you know, this past August for We Are Mopar, when, you know, my boy, the Six Face and the Black Scat Pack, we were trying to plan something for a little meet, and, you know, we reached out to some folks, and, you know, the big channels didn't respond right away. And, you know, like I said, I'm not knocking them for that, because again, I'm not in their channels, I'm not in their IGs, I don't know what they have going on. Eventually, hopefully I can get to that point where I have hundreds or maybe thousands of DMs or comments per video. It'd be great to get to that point, but let's not, you know, knock someone for not responding to you or watching your videos, when the question is, are you doing the same thing? Are you going out of your way to watch other people's YouTubes? Are you all going out your way to shout out other channels, other IGs that aren't so big? You know, that's something that you got to ask yourself, and, you know, I don't think a lot of people are. So I'm not knocking your hustle, but I've always said this, you know, from the time that I started this YouTube thing, was I don't ever want to get to the point where I feel like I'm too big to, you know, remember where I came from. Remember about, you know, what it was like when I didn't have any subscribers whatsoever. I never want to get to that point. So, yes, it's tough. Yes, it takes a lot of work, but I try to respond to every single person that comments on my videos. And you can go back and look. 90%, 95% of every person that comments on my thing, on my videos gets a response from me. I don't care if it was a comment that says nice video. I don't care if it's a comment that says first comment. I'm going to try my hardest to respond. So for Corey, or Tall Guy Car Reviews, to ask for, you know, $4.99 to watch his video, buy his merch, again, that's his hustle. I would never do that. I mean, I'm not mad at him for doing it. I think it's absurd that he's doing it, but I would never do that. One thing that Corey has done is he's almost like a daily vlogger. He posts videos almost daily, and, you know, whether you like the daily thing, or you think his content's kind of dry or kind of lame, or you like his content, that is perfect. If you like his content, watch it. And with the views comes revenue. A lot of people are, you know, kind of clowning him, and these same people are, you know, pushing merch, pushing Patreon pages, and all this extra stuff. Like, is it okay because you're not doing it? Or is, you know, having a Patreon page okay because you're doing it? Is pushing merch okay because you're doing it? And, like, what is it? You know, one thing that I would like to do eventually is have, you know, t-shirts and designs and stuff like that for, you know, my subscribers to, you know, rock when they're going out. But one thing that, you know, for me is I'm not just going to put out just some rinky-dink design, put it on a shirt, and call it a day. You know, shouts out to Kevin Van Voris. I was watching his video, and he said, you know, and he's talked about the time that he has put in, I think he said 9 months for a book bag, designs that he's done on a t-shirt. You know, salute to you. You know, that's what's up, because eventually I would like to get there. But, you know, that's why I haven't, because I don't want, you know, I'm not going to say the YouTuber's name, but I will say, you know, my homie the Black Scat Pack had bought a shirt off someone, off a big YouTuber, and he said he washed it and the design had fell off. That's what I don't want. I don't want something like that. So, you know, you might push, you know, you might pursue one way and someone might pursue it a different way. Now, going back to what we talked about in my last few videos ago, where I talked about, you know, supporting other YouTubers, that's, you know, when I did that video on how to be a YouTuber or tips to be a YouTuber, there was no tip that said, you know, knock someone's hustle or hate on another YouTuber. To see this going on in the car community, in the car, you know, YouTube, motor YouTube, or whatever you want to call it, is, in my eyes, kind of childish. Because, you know, whatever your opinion is, just keep it to yourself and keep it pushing. If there's something that someone else is doing that you don't like, you don't have to do it. One thing I talk about in my career field, working in finance, and when I talk to you know, people that I work with or people that are under me, even people that are over me, is if you have a manager that you don't like, or you have someone above you that you don't like, or you don't like the way they do something, take that and don't do it in the future when you get into that role. Or if there is something that you like, but you want to tweak it, take it and tweak it. Don't go talking about that person behind their back, because that's, you know, that kind of makes you look a little bad. It's not a good look, because we can look at everybody out there when it comes to this YouTube thing, and you know, we can look at how people utilize clickbait. We can look at how people utilize, you know, their girlfriends in the thumbnails with their titties out and all this extra stuff. Yes, that attracts views, and again, I'm not knocking the hustle on it. If that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. Like I said, I do a lot of observing on channels, and I see, you know, you can have a video talking about one thing, and the thumbnail is just a regular thumbnail, nothing fancy. Your views are going to be a lot lower than if you have a chick with her titties out on the thumbnail. So again, you know, studying what works and what doesn't work. If that was work, do your thing. Nothing wrong with it. But let's not act like, you know, what one person's doing is totally wrong. We can laugh at it. We can, you know, we can say, well, that's a little extra. I wouldn't do it. But let's keep it pushing. Let's let that be that. You know, like, you know, we got people with the Patreon pages and stuff like that. I look at, you know, why, I've studied on what it is and how it works, and I'm just like, you know, something I wouldn't do. But I'm not going to talk about someone that does it. It's just something I wouldn't do. You know, I got YouTubing on a budget. Shouts out to him. He has these giveaways that he does, and you know, to enter the giveaway, you guys just, you know, you can get so many entries if you subscribe to the channel or follow his Twitter or Instagram. That works. You know, I think he, you know, posted today that he's at 23,000 subscribers. That works. You know, I look at the Stratman. He just did Stratman and Street Speed 717. They both gave away cars. By the way you entered is you go on their website, you purchase merch, and however much you purchase, that gives you entry into the into the car giveaway. That's what works. You know, if I can get a Corvette, if I can get a McLaren for a $5 t-shirt or a $25 t-shirt, however much it was, why not? That's what works. Take what works and run with it. But let's not knock other people for doing what they do, even if you wouldn't do it. So I just had to get that off my chest. I'm sitting here watching the Alabama beat up on Oklahoma. I don't know what's going on. 2018 is almost over. And like I said, I was watching the videos. Like I said, Kevin Van Voort said, hey, you know, go ahead and shoot a video. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do that. And I wanted to get some things off my chest and put that out there, because we're a car community. One thing I love about the car community is we're tight-knit. You know, I posted my last video about the rims, and if it wasn't for the car community, I would have spent a few more $100, probably $1,000 on some new wheels, and I was able to depend on the car community. Let's not bicker and point fingers and say this and that and this, that, and the other third. You know, let's stick together. You know, definitely going into this new year. All right. So I think that's it. I got some ribs I'm gonna smoke tomorrow, so I'm gonna get those ready. I'm gonna shoot some videos for you guys tomorrow. And we're going to go into 2019 very, very strong. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you tell a friend and tell a friend. Until next year, folks. You know what? I'll probably post a video before next year. But we'll see. Have a good one. Happy New Year, guys.
Yeah.